I'll just do a TEDx, a TED event, see what it does. Might as well. It's always fun to play with this. Okay, so it takes about 20 seconds to build, but I just want to show you how we're thinking about attribution, because we're trying to be ahead of it so that when we get the data, we can use it, not just for ourselves, but possibly for a bigger conversation about AI and how you not only integrate it in, but keep it kind of tagged so you can build analytics around what's being built. Okay, so here's a nice layout for an event production.
Amazing.
And I'll show you real quick. If I go in here and edit the phases and milestones, you're going to see we have attribution for each of the steps. So you can see these ones have been created by AI. If we do a new step here, that's been attributed to us. So we're always keeping track of
right. That's what you're talking about, Nicole, of that transparency. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. There's other things. I mean, this is just scraping the surface. Obviously you can modify your board so you can use it as an assistant versus generation. But then we're also even looking at things like, hey, if you need to do an audience analysis, yes, you can upload and kind of create that from scratch like we're used to doing, because, this is brand new. But actually, we're going to allow you to do an AI pass, and it'll actually create this deliverable for you. It'll actually look at your entire process, where you're headed, any other deliverables that have been uploaded before that, and edits to those. And then it'll actually create this milestone for you so that we can start to kind of better curate an engine that always scrapes from human intelligence first before just kind of regurgitating its own code over and over again. But these are all just not pie in the sky. These are just our aspirations. This is where we're headed. We've already have that feature embedded. Again, just to start looking at what is it producing? Are people having to modify it a bunch? And we're tracking all that data so we can find out the delta between AI generated items versus the human magic, and then we can, so that we can actually amplify the human magic, right? We can actually start saying, okay, these tasks can be done elsewhere. You need to focus on what makes you incredible and really where your mind comes into play. So that's just a quick peek, behind the curtain as far as how we're integrating AI, how we're thinking about it, how we're already setting up to have bigger conversations about it.
The way that you've embedded AI in there is amazing, and how smart it is already at creating the processes and the templates. Really well done. It's kind of like as you were going through it, Fletcher, I was thinking it's taking the GPTs that OpenAI is putting out to a next level, because the GPTs are just it's still dialogue, right? It's not this organized process and repository and all of that.
I imagine as governments get involved and corporations start to say, hey, here's the rules that we need to follow as a company, just to be able to have a platform that says, hey, this percentage of work went to an AI, this percentage went to a human, and be able to tell those stories and prove with data against your, against a benchmark, against your target. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Absolutely. People of all ilks will be interested in comparing the human to the AI, at a minimum, just for the transparency of it, right? Because there's a lot of concern around things that are AI generated that are being passed off as human, and in this case can't do that. So that would be appreciated, but it would also prove out over time where AI might even be the better option than human, and start alleviating those the misconceptions that AI can aren't as good as humans. And on the other hand, on the flip side, it would showcase where humans just rock it, right? What are the things that bring the human touch and that AI isn't able to do, and then that's where jobs will be created and things like that. So I think there'd be some good insights there.